My show is on. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, men and women. Welcome to Attorney Commander J.R. Galpogkpa Chesson Talk Show. Today is the 9th day in the 3rd month of the new year, March 9th, 2021. Welcome. I just had to adjust my volume and make sure I was coming in clear and not muffled. Okay? Good morning again. We wake up every morning listening to how destructive, how violent prone my country, Liberia, is. We see it time and time again when we wake up. Either somebody dead, or some young child raped, or people just going through this continual state of failure, of violence, of corruption, of stealing, and neglection of the Liberian people. How long will continue to do this? So let me put out my topic for today and let's get into it. Number one, I am Americo-Liberian. 2, is this the true Liberian people's revolution we have craved since 1980? And 3, Johnson-Sirleaf's involvement in Liberia's affairs. Involvement in Liberia's affairs. So, let me start with my first topic. I am an Americo-Liberian. I see so many people who are supposed to be Americo-Liberian claiming that there is no more Americo-Liberians or Congo people in Liberia. Who told these people that? What gave them the authority to stand up and state that there is no Americo-Liberians or Congo people in Liberia that will mix with every tribe? Is that how mixing with tribe starts? You use fear and intimidation to make me say I'm not who I am, to make me say I'm mixed with Congo people? That's asinine BS. And all these Congo people who claiming that Congo, there's no more Congo, there's no more American, you people are traitors to yourselves, and you will never participate in the real development and progress and advancement of Liberia and Liberian people. Because your minds are corrupt. Your minds are miseducated. Your minds have been coerced by our native people because of their attempts to ostracize us from our own country, try to intimidate us as Liberians, to say we're not who we are, that we are there by the people. We're submitting ourselves to them. This is no native world. This is no native democracy. Are you people stupid? I am an Americo-Liberian, not only because of Liberia. I have family in the United States of America who are not Liberians. I have a whole different root in the United States of America. Wow, what do you think? I just naming myself Americo-Liberian because I feel like it? Because it's a fad? Because I want to be different from my indigenous people? My indigenous people sold me into slave. They sold me into slave. And I came and survived 400 years in the United States of America in total enslavement, in total perpetration of the posterity of my people as slaves. So then with my own people, we go back to our country. For years, there have been no link between us and our African American peoples. We have depended solely on foreign nations and foreign peoples to build our country. So too have African Americans lost their identity and have depended solely on the white masters to build their lives to something better. And here we are 400 years later. Nothing has changed. The white masters still in the majority group trying to enslave us, trying to wipe Africa off the map. We look at the British Kingdom. Look at all the Africans that are under the British Commonwealth. And all these useless buffoons say they are presidents of nations in Africa. Then yet they are under a queen, a monarch. So tell me, my useless people, how can nations that are democratic nations and people serve under a monarch, a foreign monarch, and you call yourselves independent? What kind of independence you have when you gotta obey what the queen says? You gotta follow what the Commonwealth says. And yeah, it is. The Commonwealth ain't nothing but racist. The queen is a racist. The British empires are racist. They are all useless people who have used us and betrayed us for centuries. And we still can't get our acts together. Why? Because the term is as hate. The term is as radical. You killed my people for 400 years and enslaved me, then you telling me my attempts to free myself is radical? Because you scared? Look at what happened on January 6th. It's something that happens every day in Africa. Killing our families, overthrowing our government. For what? For the same races to prevail over us. For us to call ourselves independent democratic African nations who are subject to a monarchy, a foreign monarchy. What kind of sense does that make? You see, when I say my people are gullible and dummies and idiots, then they cuss me. How can you have a democracy and be part of a kingdom? Can be submissive to a racist queen and her family and a racist empire that always keeps black people down, that want to have nothing to do with black people in the palaces of these foreigners. And we catering to them like they are our kings. When we have no kings, we have democratic nations. And Liberia is the founding father of all democracy in Africa. And yet my brothers from Nigeria, Sierra Leone, Ghana, all these countries still servants to a monarchy and calling themselves Democrats. How can I sit in the African Union with you people? How can I trust you when my country is striving for independence on its own? Then we got to come in the African Union with all these mixed ideas and democracies and monarchies, all these slaves still in Africa calling themselves African presidents and dictators and whatever you want to call yourself. You ain't nothing but useless slaves to a racist empire. And you better wake up, because these people will keep their thumb on you and keep enriching themselves and their kingdoms and paying their firm and all these kind of useless institutions to imprison us, to enslave us, to kill us. How long will be dummies under these foreigners who have no love for us? Meghan Markle, who is almost white. The people still wondering what her baby will look like. This is uttermost racism. Even Prince Harry got to back away from that, because love means more to him than racist power. Love means more to him than unchristian people, deceitful, useless people. Love means more to Harry than anything in this life, because his God has told him, you shall forsake mother and father and come together as man and wife. One. And the boy is living by his Christian principles or teachings. He got a wife. Why would he sacrifice his wife to these useless people, these useless racist animals? Huh? Why would that boy subject himself to that thing? That man got a beautiful wife he loves. Then the racist people wondering what color the baby would be. You're ruling niggas, stealing from us every year, every damn day of our lives, killing us every damn day and every damn day of our lives. Then you're still wondering whether a beautiful mulatto girl child would have nigger blood in him, or he would look different from the white people who rule and betray African people all our lives. And our nigger leaders and rogues ain't got nothing to do but to steal from our people to keep themselves in power. This is the uselessness among my people, wearing European wigs on their head like they bastards, calling themselves barristers and all this kind of thing. My people are enslaved mentally. They are enslaved just like my Liberian people. What forced me to be a native man when I got my people in America, when I got my people all over the world, when I am my own man? Why you want to force me to be a native man? For what? Am I here to alleviate your fears by saying I'm a native man? Would that help you sleep at night? Pazawe? Gilmer? All you people, would I help you sleep at night? If I say I'm Gio or Bandi or Ziggy or Kiki or Lama, would I help you sleep at night? You go to the people who formed the descendants of the Americo-Liberian Association. You go to those people. Those people are confused. They want to form an association and deny Americo-Liberians. They say they mix. They say there are no more Americo-Liberian in Liberia. There are no more Congo people. Are they stupid? Are they pure dummies? You see me as somebody who defecate where I eat, who bathe where I eat, who take shower and mud baths where I eat, sell food with feces running all through the market. You see me that kind of man? I ain't that kind of man. And I ain't going to bring myself down to say I'm no native person to identify with people who kill my people, who cannot develop our nation as it was. After killing our people for power and money, they just doing nothing but stealing, and lying and killing. That people I'm identifying myself with, people who eat human beings, I can't. I'm sorry. V. Hardy, I'm sorry. Grace Goa, I'm sorry. I'm not your kind of American or Congo people. You don't exist no more. My people exist. I cannot deny my family in America, as we have done for too long. I found my American people. I found out who I am. And if you don't understand who you people are and won't be forced by your next of kin or whoever is to say you're no more Congo people in Liberia, you're native people, and when I tell you, you can't talk for me. You can't come here and say that I don't exist in my own country. Who are you people? You want to teach the indigenous people about my people, but then you telling them my people extinct? Are you dumb? Then when I call them dummy, they get confused. But these are the miseducated people we have among us. I am American. I got my American roots. I'm a part of white America and black America, and I'm not going to deny it. I'm going to accept it, embrace it, and damn well enjoy it. You know, we come here with all these stupid racist tendencies. That racism. You won't tell me I'm going to neglect my other root of who I am and choose people who saw me, still don't want to recognize me as part of them, fought me all my life since we found in Liberia, and still fighting us with their hatred and useless, dumb behaviors like they can build themselves with all their rogues and criminals leading them and killing them, calling themselves tribal leaders. That people I'm identifying myself with. Are you people crazy? You must be crazy. All of you must be insane. I'm not insane. I'm not insane. I want to help my people in Liberia, but I want you to know I got my roots in America too. I'm not leaving my people. When they come to realize that I'm a part of them, we all enjoy the thing. But until then, I will still try to teach them. You people in Liberia are not teach you too long. For 50 years almost. I'm tired. I'm tired with your Congo and country BS. I'm tired with the ignorance and the dumbness of our own people trying to keep their people down. Our own educated people of tribal heritage trying to keep their own native people down, lying to them, stealing from them, misleading them, and keeping them behind. We're going to government, everybody will steal the money from the government to open their private schools. What kind of government will run this? Huh? People stealing money from the government to build houses for themselves. People that never have money. Now all of a sudden overnight they got money. They're building all these houses. George we are finished building a whole city in another place for himself. Why y'all doing these things when we're taking back all that thing from y'all? We're coming back. And we're coming back with some of our African-American brothers and sisters because you're too dumb. You're too dumb to reality. You're too dumb to sensibility. You're too dumb to your own tribal weaknesses. And that is racism. Racism. We said We uphold our father's dream that no white man will own land in our country because that's our country. That's our chance to grow and develop as a people. But look at you native people. From the time you took over everything to sell Liberia, you don't even know the significance of why Liberia is a Negro nation. Not because of racism, not because of hate, but because to secure our property for us from the evil white men that might want to kill us to take our land still. Not all the white people are good. Not all the white people are good. And our fathers who were good to us want to protect us from their brothers and sisters who don't care about human life, who have no empathy or sympathy for other people. And they know that. That's why they put that in our Constitution. So it stays there until we become more mature men and women of a responsible nation before we can decide whether we want to bring our white brothers back into us or not. But this is our opportunity to have a home when the world displaces us, when the world starts their racist tendencies and evil against us, we can come back to Zion, our home. The only place of God, the people of God, only city of God, Zion, Liberia. Only city for the black race, Zion, Liberia. So you got to understand where you stand in this realm of humanity. And we keep sucking up to these kingdoms and queendoms and useless people of the world who killed us and enslaved us. And though we are independent, democratic nation, they're still compelling us to stay under a monarchy called Commonwealth. Are you African people still stupid? But whether you're now or not, my young American, my young Liberian children, I am Americo-Liberian. I am African American and Liberian. I have two roots, and I will not put one root over my other root. Let those dummies who want to be coerced into being native people go and be native people. They can put all the hatred thing on their site about me. You think I care about dummies? I ain't wasting my time with dummies. Because people who don't know who they are and come and tell me I'm not who I am, I got a problem with them. Speak for yourself. Say, oh, I'm no more Congo person. I'm a strict. Don't come and say no more Congo people in Liberia. Who are you? Who the hell are you to say there's no Congo people in Liberia? My children, let me take a drink before I get into my next lesson. Sometimes we got to be hard on these people because they lose their minds of who they are because of their fears of other people. Let me take a break, my people. I'll be back. Good to be back. Let me put up my second topic. Is this the true Liberian people's revolution we have craved since 1980? Look at what happened to us, man. And that's what we say, fish don't mix with marlin. You can't bring that together. would chew the fish up and spit it out for lunch. Many are called, but few are chosen. That's why everybody can be leaders. And we look back our history to the founding of Liberia. Our people sold us into slave. They took us from our homeland, whether there was war or not. They made us some lies to capture their own people and send us into slavery. So we went into slavery. But our own people in Africa forgot we are Africans. We are resilient. We are strong. We are God's people. So in our years of enslavement in a strange land, in our years of being tormented and killed like animals in a strange land, we adapted, we overcame, and we ran back to Africa as men of the new era. So we get to Liberia, to the region. Our people still selling slaves. Our people still fighting tribal wars. Our people still have no sense of dignity and pride, selling their country and their land for trinkets. So we bought our land. We gave them about 4 bees and 3 chickens and 2 goats. And we bought Monrovia. That was the price they wanted, with a few goats or chicken and trinkets and some bees that were made on a ship from knocking rocks together. They wanted all of that, so we gave it to them. So give us our land. After we give it to them, some of them didn't want to sign. We taught them English, put the gun to their heads. And they learned English fast. Oh, yeah. I sign. Yeah, sign, you know. But you can't sell your land to us at your price. Then you won't come kill us for our land. And secondly, when the first group of my people went there, you deceived them. You sent them to Cape Masuraro in Freetown there. And you know that place was a swamp. You knew that place was nothing but with mosquitoes and everything that was worse in the area. And you sat there and laughing, hey, you're going to get land. Here, your land, you're going to take it. And sitting there laughing. And that mosquito-ridden area wiped out all my people. Wiped out all my people. So the second time we're coming, the second group were coming, we said, no, we know these natives. They fool us and sold us into slavery. Now they think they can fool us and sell us bad land. Let us show these natives that we are from the new world, that we know more than them, that if they try to deceive and betray us, we treat them like we treat our enemies. So we came into the nation. Instead of going back to the swampland, we found that Cape Masurado had the best land on top of the hill and all of that, less mosquito because of the elevation. See, that's where we're going. We came about that land again. This time we increased the beads. We gave you 6 beads, 5 goats, 10 chickens, 4 whistles to be running around blowing whistle for your country giant and all that thing. We gave you all the things. Then you're still encroaching on our property. So we said, no, we got to enlighten these people. They are our people. Let's do expedition. Let's go out in the hinterland and unite these people and bring them to civilization. Y'all know why my people suffer to do that? Y'all know how many of my people, you indigenous people, ate and killed? But we endured that. We came with the forces to subdue y'all. and bring you into civilization. Bring you into a world where you don't have to eat human beings. You can grow food. You can grow things. You don't have to hunt human beings and be head hunters and tongue eaters. You don't have to do that. You can imagine what my people went through to unite Liberia. All the tribes we had to communicate with by force. And those who betrayed us and tried to kill us because they thought we were stupid. You look at all the movies in America about the problems, both with the Indians and with the foreigners. Like same thing happened with us. You had some good people, you had some bad people. Some people who didn't care about human life, all they wanted was money. And they would rob you to take it. Then you have those others who brought Christianity, who brought decency, who wanted to expand Liberia to make our country one country so we can all share the blessings of one Negro nation and people. The first and only in the world at that time. And my people didn't understand it. Some of my people refused it because it was Western. It was not African. And they didn't have the concept or the ideal that one day this world will be united. That one day there will be mass communication. And if you're not into the mainstream of the world, you will be lost. Especially if you cling to your African tradition and practices, you'll be lost. Why? Because we are the least people in the world. Our culture and practices don't really matter on the grand scale. It doesn't. People just learning about some properties of African tradition and culture that are beneficial to Western medication, Western thinking, Western orientation. So these were the problems we had, just like America had. But it was through the stringent enforcement of laws, the stringent insurance that the rule of law exists and that there are decent men and women who will stand up against evil, against lawlessness, against criminal people. And that what changed America. Look at all the shows like Wire Arab and all these shows, how people, these deputies and marshals had to stand up to the criminals who were used to just going in, shooting around, killing people, didn't care, and they didn't have any law or governance, just shot anybody because you look at them the wrong way. So they have to have these marshals that were just as vicious as these people, but have had a higher consciousness of duty and responsibility to handle these people. You can't take a pastor and put him there to stop criminals, say he's a sheriff. You know what they'll do with him, right? So you need people like them. But people who are God-fearing, God-loving. And when those people are in position, the evil people can't perish. I mean, they can't prosper. They perish. Why? Because they got people like them standing up for righteousness, law, and justice. People like them. They may not have been the same kind of people. They may not have robbed and stolen from other people, but they were gunslingers. And they would kill people at the wink of an eye. So they were just like them. They didn't care who they killed. Once they thought you wronged them, they would kill you. Once you wrong them and go draw on them, they would kill you. So these were the people that were making lawmakers. That made the criminals afraid. Because the criminal knew these people are vicious killers too. Now here they are with badges on, say nobody must carry a gun in the town, and their reputations are wide and spread. You can't do nothing. You got to submit to their laws. Because anybody who tried to challenge them will be killed. Watch the movie called Tombstone with Kurt Russell and Val Damer and all these guys. I mean, you see, it's a different kind of world. So you got to understand where we're standing, what our dreams and desires were in 1980 when our people overthrew the first regime, my people regime, that lasted for 1,000 years. Yeah, 100 years, 200 years. To us, it's 1,000 years. Why? We haven't even started development yet. Every time we take one step, we'll take 2 steps backward. So from 1847 to this day, it's about 1,000 years of failure. 1,000 years that we will have achieved so much through our amalgamation, through our unification and integration, through the concept of mental upliftment and diverse thinking that we tolerate and accept with vision that can work to help our ideas. But everybody come to power won't take the power off for life. And there's a whole idea of coming to power to take power for life. And when you have that kind of idea, you'll never be able to reach across the aisle and get those objective minds that can help you build a liberated and free nation and people. You will always be looking for people who will not be troublesome to you, who you can control. Because at the big thing in Liberia now, they want to ask for people because they can't control us. Do I look like an idiot for you to control me? You are dummy. You can't do nothing in my country. I want kind of happy that you say you won't control me. Go control those people in descendants of Americo-Liberian. Go control the group. Those are the dummies to control. Don't talk about controlling a real Americo-Liberian. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? Not this man. Go deal with the African Americo-Liberian who has sold their heritage to be natives. Go to them. Go get them. You know, we are people of true revolutionary zeals. If you tell us you're going to do something, you can change our lives. You can move us forward. You better succeed. You better succeed. I have no hatred for my indigenous people since 1980. I've not. But I see you keep failing and putting in the Congo people, and you just keep killing each other, putting in the Congo people. Everything you're so damn useless at, you're a failure at, and blaming other people forever. When you will stop stealing and lying and blaming other people for your problems. You people are weak. You people are a disastrous unto yourselves. You people are dummies unto yourselves and murderers of your own selves. Why you keep putting it on the Congo people? You keep forcing these sick Americo-Liberians who say they don't exist no more to tell you Congo people don't exist. Americo-Liberians don't exist. Because those chicken feeders feel that way. You think I will feel that way too? I ain't gonna feel that way. I got people in America that I care for that we haven't been connected for so long. For so long. I come to find my people, my lost tribe. I'm the man in the wilderness looking for my people. The other people I got, they're worthless. They won't kill me. They won't deal with old sentiments to block my vision for uplifting them. So what I do with those kind of people? Those are sick, useless people. And I need to find a new path for my children, for the new Liberian era of young people who understand where we're coming from, who understand where we are, and who are willing to listen and experience from other people who have had clean track records. Clean track records of not being involved in the stealing, the corruption, to guide you into the new Liberian era. Y'all can't make it yourselves. You're too immature. You're too miseducated. You're too blind. And you'll need somebody to help you. Somebody with a proven record of sincerity and honesty and not being a part of this criminal institution of Ellen Johnson-Sirleaf, her children, and the people they call Liberian people today. Let me take my coffee. I'll be back with my last lesson. Thank you. Yes, my final topic, Ellen Johnson-Sirleaf in Liberia's affairs still. Our country can't survive with Ellen Johnson-Sirleaf still around. Our country will not survive. This woman feels that she has a personal right to select the leaders of Liberia. That she is some kind of guardian of Liberia. What makes that useless Ellen Johnson-Sirleaf? That traitor. What makes her a guardian of our people? Why she feels she got to interfere in our country to pick leaders? She gave us George Weah, our country died. Now she want to put her hair inside with Lema Bowie. That who she has as the female leader to replace her? Another useless Liberian woman? Any woman that hooks Ellen Johnson-Sirleaf and make peace with her for a chance to be president of Liberia, you're a failure in my eyes. Y'all keep, and Casa was right, y'all keep repeating, recircling the same damn rogues and criminals. We need new people, man. We don't need the Lehman Gobby. We don't need the Ellen Johnson-Sirleaf. We don't need the Ellen Cummings. We don't need the Benana Ure. We don't need the Borka. We're tired with the George Weah. We're tired with all the other rogues. Get these people out of our country. These people are the cause of us going down and down. Let's take the risk. Let's get rid of these people. Let's go on our new and true revolutionary path. Let's get people who have no track record. Let's get people who understand Liberian society. Let's get people like I told the commander, Americo-Kpa Chesson, who is ready to flog these criminals mercilessly and jail them for life. I ain't promise you I'm going to kill anybody. I'm not a killer. But I'm not scared of these criminals being in jail in Liberia. Anybody try to free them, that's when you're going to get killed. You're going to get exterminated. But to kill people we try, no, they got to do their time. Hard labor. And let me see who will come and disturb their imprisonment. Let me come and see who will disturb my Republic of Liberia. This is not Attorney General Chesson. This is Attorney Commander Chesson. Let's see who will mess with me. Because we can't go through this stealing, this evil. People taking our money to build their own cities and schools and hospitals and all these things for themselves, to enrich themselves, while our government going broke and has no money. And we're sitting down supinely talking about waiting on the 2023 to get rid of these dogs, these buffoons, these criminal elements among us. You better talk something better to me. You better sing a better song to me. Because that song about 2023 election is dead. It's dead. It's dead. This is not democracy. This is a kleptocracy. Nothing but rogues. Ellen Johnson rogue. Her children rogue. Their brothers and sisters rogue. Their family rogue. They turn the government to rogues. The people in the government are rogues. Their children are rogues. Their family are rogues. We got nothing but rogues leading my damn country. And I need to come home. Because I will not spare the rod to spoil the child. My children, you can rest assured, hard head will give you soft butts. Because Attorney Commander Galpogkpa Chesson is not a man to mess with. He's not. If you think so, that you can screw with him, that you can push him around, welcome. Try your luck. Aluta! Continua. The time of the true Liberian people's revolution is now. We can succumb to these criminals and kleptomaniacs leading our country and say we're waiting until 2023, or we can know that we can no longer survive, nor our nation persist under this native government and their criminal followers. People who telling us, oh, we are waiting, the men will do better, you're trusting. These are for peace sake and leave it alone business people. That's not my book no more. I'm coming with a new ideal of constitutional development and rule of law to stop the criminals from keep recycling themselves and stealing for our country and keeping our bright and educated people out of Liberia so they can perpetuate the criminality, the immorality, and the utter destruction of Liberia through that wicked old witch called Ellen Johnson-Sirleaf. My children, I can take you to the well to drink, but I can't force you. I've told you what needs to be done. Rise. Make it happen. Have a good day.
Stripe.